Welcome back to my channel. This is Jules' unsolicited opinion. You did not ask me, but I will say it. Okay, you guys, we've been talking about Love is Blind, and they've given us episodes 7 to 9. They gave us 3 episodes this time, and I'm just going to talk about everything in this one video, okay? Now I'm going to take it couple by couple, saving the best for the last. And if you like drama, you know who the last is. Anyway, you're welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and comment, okay? I want us to really gist about it. That's why I really had to come and make this video now as it is hot, okay? Alright guys, so jumping into the first couple. Before I even start first, let me start by saying that I was very impressed with all the guys' houses. Their houses are very nice. Like, I didn't even expect it to be that good. I don't know how to put it, but they really tried this season. They really tried. Like, it was nice. It was nice. Let me give that one to all the guys. Okay, so first couple is Johnny and Amy. Like I said, those ones, they are boring. They are boring in the sense that we are not watching Love is Blind for, well, we're watching it for happily ever after, but we're also here for the drama, okay? We're here for the drama, and those people, they don't have any drama. But they did have some kind of conversation that I felt like I should bring to you guys and discuss. Now, I like the fact that they talk about all serious things. They talk about finances, having a house together, kids, all that, meeting the family and all that. Now, speaking of kids, they have this conversation about birth control, right? Johnny is like, not forcing her, but he's kind of coercing her to get on birth control, which is why he's kind of withdrawn on the intimacy, all right? Because he's like, he doesn't want to have children yet. Yes, he wants to marry her, but he's not yet ready for kids. He's not yet financially stable for kids. Like, even if they mistakenly have a child now, yes, they'll be able to manage, but he doesn't want to have to struggle to raise a child, which is understandable. Where my problem lies is why he's not pushing her, but you can feel that subtle coercion that she should get on birth control. But I like Amy because that girl is a wise girl. She suggested to him, it's birth control, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be on me. Why don't you get what they call it, a vasectomy? Yeah, a vasectomy. Why don't you get a vasectomy instead? Vasectomy is also a kind of, it is a birth control for men. So if you're very particular about that, why don't you get that? She is stating that her hormones, everything in her body is perfect and nice, and she doesn't want to, she doesn't want to scatter anything inside her body. She doesn't want to mess her system up, basically. So she is reluctant to get on birth control. And if intimacy is so important to you, use protection. It's that simple. It's really that simple. It's either you get the vasectomy or you use protection. Simple. The girl doesn't want to get on birth control. Leave her like that. That aside. Next couple, Brittany and Kenneth. Okay. I feel like that race conversation that he had with AD kind of stuck in his head, right? Because when they were having their conversation again, him and Brittany, and she was like kind of like asking what AD had told him, and they discussed it a bit. The girl, you can see that, she's willing to try. Obviously, it's their first time being in an interracial relationship, so you'll be worried about these things. But yeah, it's okay to be worried, but it has not even started happening yet, so why are you over worried about it? But I feel like that thing stuck in Kenneth's head, but he doesn't know how to say it. He doesn't know how to come out with it, because all of a sudden they started having awkward silences. As in, even me, like when they were on the boat, saying, even me that was watching, I was uncomfortable. I was like, it was. There's something that when you're quiet with your partner, it's not awkward. Like, people are still, there's still intimacy in the quietness. But this one, it was awkward. The girl was looking this side, he was looking. He was looking that side. There was nothing to talk about. And then all of a sudden, that dolphin. I love dolphins. Oh, the dolphin is good. The dolphin. I have a picture of the dolphin. I kissed the dolphin when I went to Bahama. That was he stretched that dolphin conversation so long so that they don't have another awkward silence. You could tell that it wasn't flowing. And then my girl Brittany, like she stated before, she said, okay, fine. Yeah, we're not going to go all the way. But touch me now, give me some feelings. The girl still wants to, she still wants the stop it, I like it kind of play. Because we say we know they do does not mean that he will not touch me at all. Oga said they made a vow. He now carried the vow on his head. Brittany was not prepared for that type of vow. My girl still wants some kind of, affection, physical touch, at least make the person feel desired now. The relationship is still very new. People not supposed to be all over each other. But it's like, okay, it's either he carried the vow on his head or that race thing is disturbing him and he does not know how to come out and say it. It's one of the two. Now, the girl has already stated, yes, I know that we said this, but from time to time we can still just play, just small things now. You don't have to go all the way, but but I don't want here. Long and short of it is that by the time they go back to where do they go? Charlotte. By the time they went back there, they gave them back their phones. This boy is constantly on his phone. School principal, are you the builder of the school? Are you the owner of the school? Tomorrow you will go out, another person will take over. So what is it? Are you the first person to have work? Every time he's constantly on his phone. Even when they move, they actually, she's trying to fix up the place. Oh, which side do you prefer? He's not giving her attention, nothing. So it's very easy for her to start feeling somehow, Finally, they have their final conversation. And she still states that, the intimacy is not there. And the guy, he was mean. He was mean because even in that their final conversation, the girl was crying. This boy just stood there in the other side of the table. He didn't even answer. He didn't even try to console her or anything. Just left the girl there crying. Anyway, basically, that their relationship it don't end. I think that race thing was a problem for them, but they tried, but could it work? Anyway, next couple, AD and Clay. Hey, I feel like Clay is beginning to have cold feet, but he's trying to gangster it. He's having cold feet. He doesn't know how to come out with it. That's why he told her that I don't want to let you down. And then he goes on to say stuff about cheating, and then referring to cheating, divorce. When he spoke about, first of all, I feel like his parents being divorced and him not having that, togetherness, one family kind of thing is affecting him, coupled with his own personal demons that he's fighting. And then having to, he was kind of trying to justify cheating when he was talking about Will Smith and Diddy. Oga, you did not see other people to look up to. You did not see Russell Wilson to look up to. You did not see that one, though. It's the bad ones that he wants to go and see. Trying to justify it. I feel like he's the kind of person that will cheat on you tomorrow and tell you, baby, I need you to help me out of this. This is not me. You are my strength, baby. Help me. I feel like he's that kind of person. So he's trying to, give AD soft landing. I don't understand it. Anyway, I have to give it to him. His house is nice. His house is very nice, and Eddie was very impressed by that house because the way she kept on looking at. And first of all, there's the way Eddie talks that I don't understand. She's like, okay. She talks with her, like, I don't know, one sultry way. It's not sultry. She has one way of talking, Sha. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I noticed it. She was very impressed by his house. And, she's already dreaming, oh, I'll be cooking here. Our kids this, our kids that. But this guy, I don't trust him. I don't think he will go all the way. Or even if he makes it to the altar, he's not going to marry her. I don't think so. They move on to meeting his mom and his sister. And then they start talking about Eddie starts talking about how he doesn't come home sometimes. And he's always like, oh, I'm busy. And I like that his mom actually pointed out that even if you are busy, you make out time for what you want to make out time for. Again, this is a new relationship. It's not like people have been there and people understand your schedule, or people understand how, like, people understand yourselves to the extent of you can go for days before you come back. It's a new relationship. You have not even built any foundation. You are telling me how busy you are. So I like the way his mom actually checked him and said, like, you make out time for what you want to make out time for. That one aside. What again about those two self? I think these three episodes, they were quite boring. There was no drama from their side. Anyway, Jeremy and Laura. I always said that those people, they give me mother and son relationship. Laura is a very bossy person. Jeremy is a very stubborn person, but in a subtle way. Laura she's more, vocal, or she's more physical about her own bossiness. But Jeremy is stubborn in a subtle way. He's the kind of person that will be gaslighting you. He's the person that will be burning you under. You'll be feeling the heat. He will still keep his face like this, but he's roasting you under. You will not know. That is why I don't think those two people, well, it's not like I don't think, because it's like that their relationship will end itself. They're not going to work. Okay, let's just fast forward it to when he met her family. Obviously, everybody in their family, you in your family, you know how other people behave. So everybody in their family already know how Laura behaves. Laura is bossy, she's outspoken, she can be intimidating. Laura is the kind of person, like, it was like fire and fire. Or how would I put it? It's not Jeremy, I won't describe him as fire. He's like fire and flame. If that makes sense. So for Laura, it's supposed to be fire and water. So that sometimes when she's doing all that her bossy behavior, her partner will just come and leave her, just know that that's how she is. But for Jeremy always kind of reacts somehow. So like even when they are doing their banter, he always comes back with something, or she always comes back. They always try to one up each other. So, meeting the family, and then they're talking about Sarah Ann Awoturumbe, a slimy, slithering snake. Sarah Ann, somebody has rejected you and you know that he's engaged, getting married in a few weeks. Why are you sliding into his DMs and talking rubbish about whether if it does not work out? Something like, if it does not work out, I'm still here, in case it does not work out. What the hell was that? What kind of behavior is that? One, men, have they finished in this world? In fact, no, it wasn't nice. And I can understand Laura saying that, why didn't you just put an end to it there? Why did you acknowledge it? Like, why did you put the heart? See, this is when you understand how men and women reason. Now, Jeremy says, I liked it just so that to acknowledge that I saw the message, nothing else. Laura is saying you should have put a stop to it there. Then maybe basically like saying, I'm happy where I am. I'm not changing my mind. Cut her immediately. Don't give her room for rubbish. Don't create room for nonsense. And then another thing, Laura's sister-in-law also pointed it out that you didn't have to put the heart. You could have put like a thumbs up. Do you get? So that is the difference between men and women, because a man will just double tap, just acknowledge it. But Sarah, wherever she's sitting, she will read meaning into that heart that she's saying inside that comment, which played out later. But Jeremy in his normal way, acting as if there's nothing there, just acknowledge it, nothing. I even came to show you, therefore my hands are clean. I came to show you, so I have nothing to hide. I came to show you so that it was an opportunity to make you trust me. Why are you trying to convince her to trust you? They don't show us everything. So some things may have gone on in the background that he's there scrambling for trust. So inside that, they meet the family, obviously her family members, they know how she is. They know that she's a strong head, because all the things that she was picking up on, Hawaiian shirts and all those things, her mom didn't see anything wrong. Even the sister-in-law self, like, I like the way the sister-in-law was like, kind of, making a case for Jeremy, because the things that Laura was picking on, it didn't really make sense for someone that wanted to get married. It wasn't tangible, apart from that Sarah Ann's one. Finally, okay, God. Jeremy, oh, Jeremy, liar. Say he went to hang out and then they gave him warning that Sarah Ann will be there. And he's like, instead of turning back, no, I'm not going to let anybody control my destiny. Control my destiny. That's your excuse, Abi. You want to show that you're a man. Yes, I can see you and not feel anything. At the end of the day, you saw her and you failed woefully. Lied to Laura that you were in the parking lot. You were in the parking lot till 2 a.m., 5 a.m. You stayed in the parking lot. I shared my location with you. I like how Laura told him. So because you shared your location, and I like how Laura pointed out that, why are you always dumping this thing on me? And then you'll be like, yes, so I'm free. I already told you. Because what do you mean by you shared your location? You shared your location thinking that Laura was not going to look at that thing. At the end of the day, when she was about to expose, man, I don't want to talk about this thing. I don't want to talk. Liar. You went to Sarah Ann's house. You thinking that Laura would not check down your location. What did you go there to go and do? The moment Laura just mentioned that one, he could not say anything. He couldn't say anything. Because you're a liar. You're a liar. And if you ask me, I even think that him and that Sarah Ann said they gel better because of how Laura is a bossy person. Sarah Ann could be a bit of a yes member. But it was embarrassing, even for him. Anyway, obviously, I don't know whether that the relationship will make it to. They might come back in the next episode. But for now, that thing is going downhill. I don't think those people are going to get married. Finally, dun, the stars of the show, Chelsea and Jimmy. Hey! I have never seen somebody as insecure as Chelsea. Chelsea, what is wrong? Chelsea, I don't know, let me sell my phone and buy confidence for you. Chelsea. Ew! Chelsea. For every time they showed that girl, oh, I'm out of water. For every time they showed that girl, she was either asking, are you happy? Like I mentioned in my previous video, Chelsea is the kind of person that you tell her, I love you when you wake up. I love you before you brush your teeth. I love you before breakfast. I love you during breakfast. I love you after breakfast. I love you before lunch. I love you during lunch. Now so you go continue. They love you, they go. I can imagine if she was the one in what's her name, Britney's shoes, where Kenneth was just there quiet. She would have lost it. Because I don't understand. In fact, Chelsea, you're actually making me like Jimmy. You're actually making me like Jimmy. Justice for Jimmy because he dey choke. Jesus. I cannot imagine being in that kind of situation. My God. Chelsea wants constant reassurance because of her insecurity. Chelsea, what do you mean? Okay, her friends come to visit and then she goes basically insinuating that Jimmy was the hottest, which is the reason why that girl agreed for Jimmy, because she wanted to be the winner of the hottest guy. Because from what I saw, I did not see where every other woman was scrambling for Jimmy, but in Chelsea's eyes, he was the hottest because she was in competition with Jessica. She points out, she talks about Trevor. This girl knows that Trevor loved her. And she loved that Trevor, but because of that competition blinded her. She wanted to win so bad over Jessica that she ignored every other thing and went for that Jimmy, regardless of how much Trevor was telling her that he loved her. Because even see her friends' reaction, like they couldn't understand, why would you go for this other one? Her friend even mentioned it. Why would you go for this other one that had to make a choice between you and somebody else, as opposed to the one that was there for you 100%? It didn't make sense. Then she points out about Jimmy seeing Jessica's picture. I knew that thing, it was already bubbling under. I knew that thing was going to explode. She was not going to let that thing go. Jimmy meets her friends. Everything goes well. He still mentions the Megan Fox reference. That's him paying that boy. The boy feels bamboozled and deceived. But he does not know. He has already entered. He does not know how to handle it again. So he's rolling with the punches. You know. Ay, poor him, but he's already inside. Now, this girl looking for how to bring that thing up. Ah, are you okay? You didn't kiss me today. You didn't kiss me in Jimmy points out, okay, I kissed you. You didn't kiss me enough. You didn't tell me you love me. I told you I love you. You didn't tell me you love me enough. Why are you behaving like this? Is it because of that Jessica's picture? Just say it. You would have just said it once and for all. Why are you going through corners? Just say it, that the fact that he referred to her as looking like a Kardashian, that he did not like it. Just say it. Look, I don't like to say that people nag, but Chelsea nags. Chelsea nags, and at that point, I kept on screaming at the television. So by the time Jimmy said that she's clingy, that was the word. You are clingy, Chelsea. You are clingy. No way to stop. I thought for Jimmy, because, it's not easy. And you can imagine how embarrassing it was for him to open his mouth and say, after all, you're the one that initiated the hell. Jesus. If I was the one, I can never do the one, but if I was the one, I would have gone. I would have walked out at that point. Basically, like, you are smothering me. He said it. I love you. I love you. Oh my God. You guys already know anyway. Chelsea. No, please. I'm getting upset about this girl because I can't understand. And you know the funny thing, that girl is a fine girl. That girl is a fine girl. And let me give it to her. Her makeup is always on point. Well, sometimes. But her makeup, like, she knows how to arrange herself very well. She's a fine girl, but you're not making yourself... Why? It's not good. Chelsea. I don't think they are going to make it. I don't think Jimmy wants to be in that situation. And then, by the time he came back for them to reconcile. Jimmy goes and he says, please, and you saying that you're not going to be negotiating sex. Please, be initiating it, you saying that you're not going to be initiating it again. Please don't be initiating it. In my mind, I said, of course now, you have to beg her to initiate it because left for you, you're not going near that place. Because you don't like her. I beg. Anyway, Jessica and Laura. When I saw the white trouser, I already knew it was Jessica. Jessica appeared. Jimmy went and sent friend request to Jessica. What for? Jimmy. All these men, you see, men will embarrass themselves because it's not you that they will embarrass. They will embarrass themselves. Why are you going to request friendship from Jessica when you know that what's her name? Chelsea is very insecure. Particularly about Jessica. Why are you going to go and request friendship there? And then you are putting yourself, just like Jessica said, I've already seen you. But Jessica, don't go and fall my hand, though, Jessica. Don't fall my hand. It will not be nice. Don't fall my hand, because right now you have everybody's heart as per the girl that fired him before leaving. So please, I beg. Anyway, I think that's just about it. That's the highlight of it. For them, in fact, let me even rate the couple safe. Kenneth and Brittany, it's already over. They are not going to make it to the altar. AD and Clay. I don't think they are going to make it. They might make it there, but I don't think they are going to make it. They might make it all the way to the altar, but somebody will say no. Somebody will say no. Then Jeremy and Laura. At this point, I don't think that relationship is going anywhere. Chelsea and Jimmy. Obviously, well, we saw from the preview that they made it to the altar. But about them saying yes, I do not think so. Amy and Johnny, of course, that one, I'm 80% sure that they will say yes. 80% because Amy said that if her dad doesn't say yes, she's not going to say yes. So I'm 80% sure. But if her dad says yes, I'm 95% sure that they'll get married, because it's a healthy, well, to a good extent, it's a good relationship. As for the others, it's just in shambles. At this point, I don't think those people, they come there to get married. They just come there for the fame. So far in the history of Love is Blind, the best couples remain Lauren and Cameron, Brett and Tiffany. Those are the best couples. Yes, they've had other married people, but those are the best for me. I don't know. Who do you think have been the best couple? I know of Laura and Lauren. Lauren and Cameron. They are fan favorites. But for me, Brett and Tiffany are my best. But yeah, who do you guys think are the best Love is Blind couples so far? And who do you think is going to get married in this season? I only think Jenny and Amy will make it. I don't think any other person will make it. But you guys, let me know in the comment section. That's it. I tried to keep this video very short. So hope you enjoyed my review. And do you agree with my opinions? If you do not, let me know in the comment section. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share, and yeah, all that fun stuff. Bye guys.